So, you guys, I realized that I don't have a hobby anymore. Like, I used to have a hobby. Photography was my hobby, and then it became my job a few years ago. So, it's no longer my hobby. And I don't have a hobby. I realized I don't have a hobby. And like millions of other people, all we do during our spare time is just go on the internet and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll for endless hours. And sometimes I'm just sick of it. I am sick of it. I'm sick of scrolling. And I just thought that something has to change and I needed a hobby. I know that the hobby that I want is something that is fun and creative and something that I could do on my own so that I don't have to socialize if I don't want to, because there are some hobbies that require you to go out and socialize and depend on other people. But I wanted something that I can do by myself, something creative, obviously, something fun. And after scrolling and Googling and YouTubing and searching on Pinterest, I decided to get into watercolor painting, watercolor art. And this is crazy because I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw. I'm not a painter. I think last time I painted must have been in, say, maybe primary school, secondary school, maybe. I mean, I'll doodle here and there, but nothing like particular. So this is crazy for me. So in this video, I wanted to tell you guys about this my new hobby that I found or have decided on, and I wanted to try my hand at watercolor painting. So you guys are going to paint with me, watercolor paint with me, try watercolor painting with me for the first time. But in case it's the first time you're seeing my face and my content, hi, my name is Sky. Over here, I talk about minimalist lifestyle, creativity, and productivity, not watercolor painting. But yeah, I do everything minimal and chill and easy, and the vibe here is just chill and easy. So if you like what you're seeing, you like what you're feeling, please consider subscribing. Yeah, so I did go out to get a few supplies. Like I said, I kind of went through tons and tons of video and here on YouTube and even on Pinterest. You guys, my entire search history, I even went and made like what do you call it, like a board, a pin, what do you call it, like a folder. Like I have a whole like I organized a few watercolor art that I saw that was simple and beginner friendly, so I kind of organized those on my Pinterest. But then I've been watching tons and tons and tons of videos and tutorials, so I went to one of the stores we have here and went to get some, like a bunch of watercolor paint. They had quite a few options. I got overwhelmed, but I went and got this one. This one seemed like slightly affordable and it has 12 colors, so I know that I'm covered for whatever I want to do. And then apparently the paper you use is very important. I thought you could just get away with painting on regular paper, but apparently the kind of paper, the quality of paper that you use is very important, which makes sense because if you're talking about watercoloring, so there's a lot of water and wetness, so it helps, or let me say it makes sense that the paper is thick enough to absorb the water. So I went and got this it's a pad, I guess, like a sketchbook, but the paper is not just like regular paper, it's kind of textured and apparently it's good for painting. And then I got a bunch of brushes. These they had quite a bunch of options for brushes, but I don't want to spend a lot of money because it's my first attempt. I don't even know if I'll continue with this hobby. I don't even know if this will make sense. I don't know if I'll hate it tomorrow, but I wanted like a decent set of brushes, I guess. And then I saw this one. It seemed like it was, I think, one of the cheapest that I saw there. Oops. And then I got it. But now, I haven't watched a bunch of videos. I don't think these brushes are good. Or let me say, the shape that I see most artists use, at least here on YouTube, is like this shape or something bigger. But I think I'll make do with this. I don't have a choice. I can always go back and get a different brush or more brushes if I need to. And of course, it came with some sort of a palette where you can do your mixing. And I like that because otherwise I'll have to start worrying about that. So I have this. And then I have two small cups or jars of water, and apparently you need two of these, one for mixing the colors and the other for cleaning the brush as you go. You guys, oh my god, I don't know if this will make sense or I'll make a mess, but yeah, let's get into this painting. I wanted to find like a subject or something that I know will be easy for me as a first timer to try, and apparently everyone advises that you paint some sort of a flower or a leaf. You guys, I don't know. Of all the tutorials that I watched, there's a lady who I feel like has been kind of very helpful. I enjoy watching her paint anyway, and I feel like her tutorials are like really easy to follow in case you're a beginner like me and you want to learn or improve your water painting or your water art, watercolor painting. I don't know what to call this. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm struggling, but yeah. So she's really good, and I think I'm going to try and recreate something she's done. She drew a very nice looking flower that she swears is easy to recreate. So I'll try to recreate that today. I'm trying to open her channel I'll leave her channel details here on the screen so you go watch it. But she seems like she's really cool. So I've started with this purple color because I just like it. So actually it's called violet. So yeah, I started with this purple. So she painted something, and she said, or let me say, the flower that I saw her paint, she said to I don't know, make dots. I don't know if I'm going to use the same brush or not, but let me start with this one. Let me start with this brush. So first thing she did was to kind of make, put this here. You guys, I'm so nervous. This probably be rubbish, but let me just try. So she kind of made dots. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, you guys, I'm already anxious. So the tutorial said to make these dots very concentrated, so that's what I'm doing. At this point, she hadn't like mixed any water or anything. Oh my lord. You guys, this is fun. Yeah, so even if I paint the ugliest, most rubbish flower ever, it's still fun for me because it's something creative, and I always liked art. I just can't make art, you know, but I've loved art for the very longest time, and photography is some kind of art. So yeah, anyway, let me just wipe this. I feel like it's a lot. The next thing she did was to dip her brush into, no, let me use the other brush actually. This is much more bigger. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm already making a mess. Oh, okay, so actually, let me place this here. So the next thing she did was to dip her brush into the water and then pull this. Oh my lord. Oh my god. You guys, this is terrible. I don't know, I'm sorry. This looks terrible. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just trying to follow what she did. Ah, God. Hey, Chineke. Okay. You guys, anyways, I was saying the good thing about hobbies is that unlike something that you do for work or for money, there's no pressure to make it perfect. There's no pressure to be good at it or perfect at it. Yes, and especially things like this, it's art, yeah, so it's always going to be practice make perfect. You guys, I think I spoiled this thing. Hey god, something like this, I can make mistakes, I can do rubbish, and nobody can fight me, and it will still be like palatable or consumable as art, unlike baking. So yeah, if you want, you guys, during my research, I found quite a bunch of hobby ideas. In case anybody wants, let me know in the comment section so that I'll make a whole video around hobby ideas that you can consider in case you're looking for this. But I advise everyone to find a hobby that you like, that you can enjoy and get into it. It's a way to engage your mind. You guys, this looks, what's this? I don't know what this is. Let me focus. This doesn't look great, but I feel like, I don't know what this is, but let me just keep going. Let me just keep going. Let me keep going. So why watercolor specifically? I just feel like watercolor is one of those let me say water paint or watercolor paint. I don't know what the right term is, but I feel like watercolor paint or water paints. Please, someone let me know what the correct language is around this. So the thing about watercolor paint, I feel is like it's very soft and something that I feel is not as demanding or more like it's not as harsh as all them oils and the other forms. This is not to say that I'm not going to experiment with other things. I will eventually, but for now I feel like watercolor seems like a nice easy entrance into painting. Wow, you guys, Van Gogh is shaking actually. Van Gogh is shaking. Oh my lord. This is terrible. This is terrible. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, let me know in the comment section, like on the scale of 1 to 10, how badly did I do? Or let me say, if you're going to score me out of 10, let me know what you're going to score me. I give myself a 3 over 10 actually. I hope this inspires anyone who watches to go out and try something, try a new hobby. It doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. Oh Lord, hobbies are kind of low stake. It's just a way for you to engage your mind and spend your time not just scrolling the internet every single day. You can pick up anything you want. You guys, oh Lord, so when I went away, I kind of left this and started practicing some leaves because according to the tutorials, leaves and flowers are like one of the easiest things that most beginners can begin to learn. So I wanted you guys to see up close what I was able to achieve. This of course is terrible, but by the time I got to this flower, this petal, I kind of got a little bit of control, and this is, I feel, a better attempt than these other ones. These leaves, I'm surprised because I thought it was going to be much easier, but it's not as easy as it looks, and I was able to, like, I had an easier time drawing these than the leaves. But yeah, so for better for worse, this is what I did today. This is what I was able to achieve, my little experiment. First time trying watercolor art. Let me know in the comments how I did. I know I did bad, but let me just know what I'm curious to see what rating or what scoring I'm going to get from you guys. So from a scale of 1 to 10, leave my rating or my score in the comment section. I'm curious, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and trying this first attempt at watercolor art, watercolor painting. I hope this inspires you to go out and look for a hobby that you can try out. You never know, you can find a hidden talent, or even if it's not a talent, even if you're not good at it, you might find that you enjoy something, you know, other than scrolling on internet and looking at Instagram and Twitter and the rest of them. I feel like this is something that will help you, you know, live a much more like better and productive life as far as personal fun goes. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe in case you haven't. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.